How does moral relativism challenge objective moral truths? Imagine a world where what is right or wrong depends entirely on where you are or who you ask. That's the idea behind moral relativism, a way of thinking about ethics that questions the idea of universal truths. Instead of believing there are fixed rules that apply to everyone, moral relativists say that what is considered morally right can change from one culture, society, or person to another. This means that a practice accepted in one place might be seen as wrong somewhere else, and neither view is necessarily better. Moral relativism argues that moral judgments are not absolute facts but are shaped by social and cultural influences. For example, in some societies, certain behaviors like eating specific animals or practicing particular rituals are seen as normal. In others, those same actions might be viewed as morally wrong. Because of these differences, moral relativists believe there is no single moral standard that applies everywhere and at all times. Instead, morality is seen as a product of the environment and personal perspectives. There are different types of moral relativism. Descriptive moral relativism simply notes that moral disagreements are common and diverse without trying to decide which is right. Metaethical moral relativism suggests that the truth of moral claims depends on the context or standpoint from which they are made. Normative moral relativism goes further, saying that people should accept and tolerate different moral beliefs because no one view is objectively better than another. This way of thinking challenges the idea of objective moral truths in several ways. First, if morality depends on culture or individual views, then universal moral principles lose their power. What is true morally in one place might not be in another. Second, moral relativism questions whether any moral system has true authority over others. It suggests that no single set of rules can be considered the ultimate standard for everyone. Third, because it promotes tolerance, it can make it hard to criticize harmful practices in other cultures. If morality is relative, then what might seem wrong to one person could be acceptable in another, which complicates moral judgment. However, critics point out problems with moral relativism. They argue that it can lead to contradictions, like claiming tolerance as a universal value while denying universal moral truths. It also makes it difficult to condemn acts like genocide or slavery if those acts are accepted within a certain culture. This creates a tension between respecting cultural differences and upholding basic human rights. In the end, moral relativism challenges the idea of objective moral truths by suggesting that morality is always tied to specific contexts. It shifts the focus from searching for universal standards to understanding and accepting moral diversity. This perspective raises important questions about how we judge right and wrong and whether any moral claim can be truly universal.